Hey y'all, this is Jason Ray with Inside Out Dog Training, and in this video, with Christmas right around the corner, I want to share with you why I think getting a dog for someone else for Christmas as a surprise can be a very big mistake, not just for that person, but for the dog as well. When you surprise somebody with a dog, it's kind of the gift that keeps on giving, but like in a bad way. Hey, Merry Christmas. Here's grooming costs for 15 years. Another one would be, hey, Merry Christmas. You have to buy pet supplies for a decade. Merry Christmas. You have to walk and exercise your dog for 15 years. Merry Christmas. We want you to have to pay money to get your dog trained that we surprised you with. Merry Christmas. Here's a surprise vet bill. So we're joking, right? But you really wouldn't give that gift to someone. I would never take a gift that was a vet bill or an ongoing cost, right? So remember, don't surprise people with a dog because that's really what you're saying. First thing I'd like you to consider is that when you're getting a dog for your kids for Christmas, that's really code for I'm getting myself a dog. I think dogs enrich our lives. But if you're thinking that you could get a dog and your kids are gonna always feed, walk, exercise, pick up the poop, make sure they don't chew on anything without your guidance, I think you're in for a surprise. So strongly consider when you get a dog for kids, am I willing to commit to all the things that a dog's gonna need to care for? One of the major things to consider before you get a dog is money. It's a huge consideration. And you know what? If you're trying to surprise someone, that's even a larger consideration. That's why we don't surprise people with animals. Now, if you're gonna surprise your kids, that's different because you know what? It's your budget taking a hit, not somebody else's. But you gotta factor in, you have vet bills, you have dog food on an ongoing basis, grooming, supplies like dog bowls and brushes and leashes, and all that stuff that goes along with it. Now that shouldn't discourage you from getting a dog, but it should determine what type of dog and when you do get one. Another thing to consider is training. You know, a dog that is well trained becomes a better part of the family. You know, if your dog comes when called, well then you'll take them to the dog park or take them out with your family or hiking. And if they're great on a lead, then they get more walks. It's the dogs that are untrained that one, either cause problems in our community, or two, end up not having the life that they could because their owner didn't really factor in how much it would cost to get that dog trained. One of the largest things to consider when getting a dog is time. Look, dogs are social beings. They want to be with you, right? If you don't have time for a dog and they end up in a backyard, you know, that's not a life you would choose for yourself. And I really don't think that's the life that we should choose for our dogs. So consider this, if you're an extremely busy family and you can't walk and play and spend time with that dog in the house, maybe it's not time to get a dog. And it sure is not time to surprise someone with a dog who's super busy as well. Last but not least, one of the things to consider is ask yourself, why am I getting this dog, right? Am I getting it to make my kids happy? Well, that might be a bad idea. You know, kids go from happy to crazy in about a second. Right? Is a 10 or 15 year commitment worth making your kids happy on Christmas? I would say no. But ask yourself, why am I getting this dog? Is it because my kids are bored and I want them to go play in the backyard? I don't know if that's a great reason, right? So make sure you can ask yourself, why are we doing this? Why are we getting this dog? And make sure that that answer that you come up with has the dog's best interest in mind. Remember, this video in no way is trying to talk you out of getting a dog for you and your family. I love dogs. I think I have 4 of them and I have 4 kids and those dogs make our lives better. I love each and every one of them and I would do anything for my animals. I think having a dog is awesome. Tons of studies about how families are more healthy when dogs are in the family. But I do know that if you get one on an impulse, it can be a bigger problem than it can be a benefit to your family. So again, I'm not talking you out of it. I'm just saying, hey, raise some awareness. These are some things you probably should consider before getting a dog for Christmas. Be sure to tune in to the next video. We've got some really cool things planned. I think you guys are gonna love it. And we're really looking forward to kicking off January and the new year with a big bang. So Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys in the next video.